Well, people forget that you got to know the law, but it's a relationship business. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's relationships with clients, with other lawyers, with judges, with court personnel. Yeah, you have to know the law. I get all that point. That's important, but it really is at base a real relationship business. When I first got out of law school, I didn't really have any idea what the ABA was, and I was kind of a reluctant convert to the ABA. I was practicing law. I was spending time with my wife and 3 kids. There was not much time for anything else. My father had been active in his professional organization, which was an engineer, civil engineer. And he kept telling me, hey, it's really important to be involved in a professional organization that sets standards, that takes the lead on issues that matter to engineers. And so he talked about the perspective of being in a national organization and that the relationships. I'll be honest, I wasn't convinced, okay, just to be honest. But I was active in our Young Lawyers group in St. Louis, and one of the jobs was to go to the ABA Young Lawyers meetings. And I avoided it for almost a year. And then because I didn't really want to go, I didn't know what to expect, I don't have time for this. But I came back with a job, and one that really required my best, and a glimpse at what I've said before, that what newer lawyers were doing through a myriad of public service projects around the country. I mean, it turned out really my father was right. And so much of what I learned that I do now, I learned with Young Lawyers Division in ABA. It shaped who I am and how I approach work. I mean, hard work mattered. I learned to treat bar work like client work and gave it my best effort. I mean, I was really inspired by what other people did around the country. And I learned a lot from listening, including that a group could achieve a lot more than working together. I know you say this is obvious, but it wasn't to me, okay? So I found that leadership really opened a lot of new ideas and change, and I liked it. And the energy brought by lots of new voices. And so it kind of shapes how I approach leadership. So, I mean, why is a lawyer from St. Louis the ABA president? I mean, sometimes I ask too, but but I serve because I believe in a strong legal profession guided by a strong national bar, which is the American Bar Association. We're the leading legal organization in the United States. Make no mistake, this association really matters, but we're really defined by 4 things that we do, which people talk about a lot, our 4 principles, our 4 goals. But the ABA supports the rule of law by helping lawyers achieve excellence in their practice. That's number 1. We serve our members. I mean, kind of obvious. So what do we do to help lawyers be their best? Well, I mean, I think it's pretty overwhelming. I mean, last year, 2024, we produced 800 accredited CLE programs. I mean, it's by my math, and I'm okay in math, it's almost 3 every working day. 4,500 news articles, videos, podcasts like this one were released every year. That's nearly 20 every working day. Lots of opportunities to network. There were 100 conferences you could attend, 2 a week. And there are lots of virtual events. I mean, almost 300 during the year. And so there's a real reason why the ABA is the home for the legal profession, because content and networking really matter.
Right.
And we deliver it. So why does the ABA matter? The answers are pretty clear there. And I always tell people, spread the word, for gosh sakes. But then the second is we do more than just help lawyers be better. We're also about our communities, serving our communities. We make justice real in the lives of people. So we talk about doing disaster legal assistance. I mean, if you Google it, we come up number 2 after FEMA. And wow. Young Lawyers Division have been doing it for 50 years, helping survivors of disasters, staffing legal hotlines, information desks. I mean, at their point of need, young lawyers are there. We championed creation of homeless courts for 20 years. Now there's homeless courts in 20 states. I mean, we serve our veterans. In our military pro bono project, I think we're over 20 million in billable hours has been donated by lawyers. There's lots of things we do. 15,000 volunteer lawyers do 400,000 legal inquiries from people all over the country in ABA free legal answers. And of course, we support legal services. I mean, there's so much and people don't know. And I didn't know. I mean, I learned something new all the time. And so those are 2 big goals. And that's what really attracted me, what we do in our communities first, because that's what you'd expect the largest volunteer professional organization to do. But we got 2 other goals. Third one is to eliminate bias and enhance diversity in our court system. Shouldn't every person who appears in our courts be treated the same and consistent with due process as required by our Constitution? We think so. And that's why we work to eliminate bias. And finally, we believe in the importance of the rule of law. The ABA Rule of Law Initiative works in nearly 60 countries to help judges and lawyers implement the rule of law. We help through a group called ABA Pro Bar, help approximately 40,000 immigrants who are seeking asylum, providing legal information, representation, and connections to services. Most of these people are unaccompanied minors. And then we also rate judges. The ABA Standing Committee on Federal Judiciary conducts 50 independent, nonpartisan peer evaluations of federal judicial nominees in 2024. And so it's about accountability to promote professional excellence on the federal bench. And it's really, there's no other place it happens.